Welcome to House TV. This is your host, Cassandra House, with Chats with Cass, the podcast, where we talk about mindset and heartset on all things belief, leadership, and life. I truly believe that anything is possible if you believe. And so I'm so excited that you're here because I want to be your human-sized permission slip to believe in yourself. Anything is possible together because if I can, you can. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're doing amazing and you're having a great start to your week, whatever you're doing, whatever you're up to, whatever you're creating, because this really is your chance to create the truest, highest, grandest vision you hold for yourself. So it is halfway through June, which means we are 2 weeks into this second half of the year. So I want to inspire you to truly realize what you are creating, what you want, have it in black and white, and know what it's going to take and what you need to do to execute to make sure those things become a reality. So the real secret to getting what you want and getting what you desire is always around being able to, one, know what you want, ask for it, and two, believe that it's done and it's on its way. So manifestation is something that comes from a place of desiring. So when we desire things, we either get them or we don't. Now, if we get them, it's always going to be because we didn't have any resistance to it. But if we don't get it, it's because we resisted it and we actually vibrated in a plane that attracted more of what we don't want than what we want. So I want you to realize that everything that you can think of, conceptualize, desire, the lot, it is all absolutely possible and it is all able to be achieved by you. But it's essential that you be, do, and act in a way that is in alignment with that desire. And the way you do that is to vibrate in the same field of what it would feel like to get that thing. So say you desire a job opportunity or a travel experience or a house or a financial situation that you're pulling in, that you're calling in. You will get it based off feeling in alignment with it already being done. So if you're here and your goal is here, this gap needs to be pure feelings of joy, abundance, excitement, anticipation, like experiencing it, feeling it, knowing it, getting excited about it. But when the gap is full of doubt, fear, worry, not sure, is it here yet, all of that, it won't come to you. So you just got to think the bridge to go from where you are today to where you want to be has to be full of complete excitement and anticipation of it coming, like, oh my goodness, it's coming soon. I feel excited and all of that. And the way to do that the best is to do things, say things, speak things, experience things, associate with people and go places that feel like that thing is real. Okay. So, what does it feel like to go onto the website where you're going to book that travel experience? What is it going to feel like to envision that car in your driveway? What is it going to feel like to have that amazing team? What is it going to feel like to wake up and feel full of energy and excitement and feel in your best shape possible? It's those things you want to find the feelings of and then do other things that feel like that. So for example, at the moment, I'm on a big health kick. I'm on day 2 of 30 days. I'm walking into a big event in 30 days from now, and I want to feel and look my absolute best. It was a gift to myself this year that I thought, right, at 37, I want to feel the best I've ever felt. And it starts now. And many of you have been my inspiration for this because, I've done this many times over my year and journey, but I really wanted to put a stake in the ground and be like, I will never not feel phenomenal in this body, right? Doesn't mean that things in life won't happen, but I'm not going to look back in 37 and think, oh man, I haven't worked out for like weeks, or oh man, I don't feel like I've been looking after myself. I'm like, right. I preach consistency and accountability. They are the 2 secrets to success. And I will do those things. So I just know if I get up and work out each day, if I feel my body with the best each day, which I actually love doing, I know that I'm going to feel and look good all the time. And I won't have to think, oh no, the event's coming. I've got to squeeze into the dress. I don't want to have to feel that. Right. So I made that commitment. And I know that everything's on the other side of feeling that. So when you feel excited like that, and when you feel like, right, this is what I'm going to do, and I can't imagine like not walking in to my event and feeling phenomenal. Like you're going to start doing other things that feel like that. So when I get up and I go to the gym and I work out and I fuel my body with the best and I do all those things, I feel excited. I feel enthusiastic. I feel driven. I feel accomplished. I feel all those things. Now, what they translate into are the same feelings I feel when I do some of my business. They're the same feelings I feel when I cook a great meal. They're the same feelings I feel when I hang out with cool people. They're the same feelings I feel when I have great conversations. So I'm like, right, to keep up this feeling of passion, enthusiasm, and, accomplishment and working hard and getting results and feeling that my body like pumping, I'm going to do other things that feel like that. So it just feels normal to feel that way. And then you won't have the lulls. I won't have the lulls. I won't have the dips of, oh, I don't feel like doing this today. And, like feeling like you're working out shouldn't feel different. It shouldn't feel like, oh, this is so rare, right? That needs to feel like something every day. So what is it that you really want? Because, this year's ticking. You know how we've always said this year. Well, guess what? It's halfway over. So what were your goals coming into this year? What are your goals coming into this year? And what are your like absolute, I'm going to make that happen. I'm staking it in the ground. I will not get to the end of this year and look back and it won't be done. Okay. So some of those things can be achieved when you get clear on exactly what they are. So we all have financial goals. We all have health goals. We all have family goals. We all have, travel goals. We all have, I don't know, whatever goals, like whatever financial goals, whatever chapter your goals are in, make it specific, make it achievable, make it measurable, and make sure you put a date on it. So what could you earn per month or per year by the end of this year, by that date in the next 5.5 months? What could you actually earn? And then stretch yourself and make it absolutely declared that that's going to happen. What could your body look like? What could your body look like in that time? What would you feel like, look like, pictures, muscle, what clothes would you be able to wear and feel phenomenal in? Like, what things do you know that would feel and look good that you'd think, right, I'm looking my best? What would your investments and finances look like? What would your family and family vibe and experiences and all of that look like? Like, what are the specific things that you could do as a bit of an audit at this halfway mark throughout the year that would make you go, okay, I knew my vision at the beginning of the year. I've got to halfway and I've done well. And look, so many of you guys, so many of us in the world, like people have done really well this year. I've seen a lot of greatness. Yes, there's been struggles and yes, crazy things have happened, but I do feel like it's kicked in a fight for what we desire, right? Life is precious, time is precious, but it's given us this like fire to like kick in and rock it, right? So what is it that you really want? I want you to give yourself full permission to ask for it and then know that it's done and it's on its way. And you're saying yes to things that feel like it's done. Okay. So it doesn't mean you have to set a goal, stake it over here, and then go do things you don't like. It's that you stake it over here and then you go and do things, say yes to business, say yes to activities, say yes to accountability, say yes to, things in your day, say yes to income producing activity that further enhances the feeling that you have that thing done. How do you want to walk out of this year? How do you want to feel as you walk out of this year? What is it going to look like? What's the picture? What are the words? What are the feelings? What are you going to be able to say? And the time starts now. It's ticking. It's great because guess what? Do you know most goals are achieved in the last 3 months of every year? Because for the first 9 months, we thought about it, right? So the good news is you got time. The great news is that I want you to be those people, this community of mine that is crushing it, that's really getting those things done and really realizing that no one that did the work didn't make it and that everything you want is on the other side of believing. So people ask me a lot, How do you manifest such crazy, great stuff, right? It's because I have a level of believing, and this is my secret. And I was talking about this to a very, very, very good friend of mine just now. We just recorded a podcast together. And she said, well, how do you manifest like you manifest? Like, how? And I was like, well, we all know what we want in our life, but you know what I have? I have this muscle of believing underneath it that I know when I want something or I put my mind to something, I know it's already done. I just have so much belief in myself. I'm so willing to back myself and I'm so willing to do the work. I never question if it's coming because it's done. I just know I can just have full 100% belief in myself. And that believing is the secret, because when you believe, what happens? Resistance falls out of the equation. And the only reason someone wouldn't get what they want is because they're resisting it. So imagine if you could look at your goals, your dreams, your desires, and know that they're 100% here and done. They're already available. They're already been achieved by someone else. Just know it's done for you. Believe it. Write it down with belief. Say it with belief. Move with belief. Act with belief. And just know it's coming and that it's yours. And get excited about the celebration around that, because it's that believing that I think is the secret sauce. And it's what most people will struggle with and forget about. They'll have faith, they'll have trust, they'll have work ethic, they'll have writing it down, they'll speak it. But in their heart of hearts, do they really, truly know and believe it's theirs? Not all the time. 90% of people that don't get what they want, if you pull them aside and say, did you really think you would get it? They'll go, nah, I didn't. Have you ever heard of people say, oh, I knew it? I knew it. Do you know what that was? Them saying, I didn't really believe it. It sounded good and I acted like it and I fully was in and I was telling the world, but I knew it. That is a lack of belief. So how do we up our belief? If the belief is the secret sauce to all things, and it really is the secret sauce to manifestation, the secret sauce to achievement, success, all of that. Success happens between the ears. What's between the ears? Your mind, your brain, your thoughts, your things like that. You've got to train them to believe in what you want. Now, the best way to grow your belief muscle, besides reading my book on 30 steps of how to believe, I'm like, I'll just give you the book and we'll end this, right? But honestly, that is like my secret source of how to believe. Because my book is called Believe If I Can, You Can. Like, that's like the meat. But one of the things I teach in that is absolutely, truly knowing that the little things can be achieved first. So it might be that you've got a list of things to do on your list for today, and you're excited that today's going to be a great day because you're going to crush that list and you're going to get them done. That's building little belief, that you said that you're going to work out for 7 days straight and that you believe that you are going to, and you actually do it. So you believe that you can next time you say it. That you say you're going to do something for someone else and you actually do it. Guess what? Your belief is linked to your integrity. Your belief is linked to what you say you're going to do and actually following through with it. Every time you say something and you don't do it, you chip away at your own belief, because the only thing you're shocking is yourself because you didn't show up. So you've got to have that knowing that what you put your word to, you've got to do. So once you start doing little things, to get up and make your bed, say you're going to make your bed every day for 7 days, do it. And then you'll believe that you'll do it. And then that belief carries on to other things, doing things you're good at. Say you're going to cook a great dinner. Like tonight, I know this dinner I'm going to cook. It's going to be amazing. I know it. I'm excited and I'm going to do it. Now, even though I'm going to get busy this afternoon, I can feel it. I'm still going to do it. And when I do it, I'm going to be like, yes, I did it. See, I did it. Like I believed I could and I did it. Little things. I went to the gym yesterday twice. I'm going to go again today. I'm going to do another class this afternoon at 4:30. Now, I'm going to get busy this afternoon and it's going to be easy for me to say, well, I've already been, right? but I'm going to make myself do it, because when I do it, I back myself and I believe in myself. I'm like, yes, I did it. No one else can do those things for me. And no one else can pump my belief muscle than the way I can. And same with you. No one can breathe belief into you and it sticks solid without you doing the other side of the equation. That's why a lot of people need motivation, because they don't really believe. And they need motivation from other people. You know, have you ever had someone ring you up and say, I just need some motivation? Or someone in your team say, oh, I just need you to motivate me. I just need some words from you. I'm like, no, you need to actually prove to yourself that you can and do and will get it. Okay. And then you'll start to go, wow, I put my mind to it, I can do it. So what's the difference between the little goal and the bigger goal? What's the difference between saying you're going to go to the gym twice a day and going to the gym for 6 months? What's the difference between writing down you're going to find $1,000 and earn $1 million? What's the difference really? Because you're going to get used to it. It's like the weights in the gym. You start with the little weights. Soon you're going to be lifting the big ones. You think, how on earth did I even get there? I did it each day. I believed I could. They grew. And now I'm so used to holding the big weights. Like I wouldn't even think about going back. It's like I'm so used to the $1 million earnings, the $1 million business deal. I'm so used to that. Why would it be any less than that? I'm used to that. My belief muscle it's believing for that level. So what level are you believing for? You know, what level are you believing for? What level are you believing at? Are you believing at a level that you've done the work prior to in believing that's going to make this next level come true? And have you raised the bar enough for your believing level to be at that set new level that's going to make you step up outside your comfort zone and start saying yes to more things that are in alignment with that? Because you really do choose your path and you really do choose your powers. And where your powers go, you're going to get more of. You're going to get success. The powers are like where your energy's flowing, where your thoughts are flowing, where you're thinking of. And the best way, and you know this, the best way to start believing for anything is to write it down. Whatever you can write down on paper and then speak into existence, you see. Once you see it, then you start taking actions towards it. And then once you start taking actions towards it and seeing the things happen in alignment with it or close to it, and look, they won't always happen exactly like you think. And if they don't, it wasn't happening to you, it was happening for you. And nothing's in the way, it's on the way. So it's just like redirecting you to more greatness. So you might call for something and something slightly different happens. And at first you're like, oh, I didn't get what I wanted. But guess what? You were meant to get this instead, because this was more in alignment with the truest, highest, grandest vision you had for yourself. So where will you cast your vision? What level of believing will you have? And what desires are you calling in? And are they of levels that you know that you can start doing the work towards now? Because you have got 5.5 months, you have got time, you have got that ability to go and, go for it, get it, crush it, decide on it. How many people think, oh, I've been thinking about doing this all year, but I haven't yet. I want you to say yes to those things, whether it's going out to write the book? Is it to release the course? Is it to put the post out that you're a coach? Is it to kick off your network marketing business to the next level? Is it to say yes to monetizing your genius? What are the things that you've seen me do over the year or over the last 6 months that you think, oh my goodness, because she can, I can. Because they can, I can. I'm going to start saying yes to doing the things that I've said I was going to do. Now, when you achieve some of those things, and you get results, your belief muscle is going to grow even bigger. And then even bigger things are going to become on your level of believing. And even bigger things are going to be inspiring to you. And you're going to start thinking, oh, what's the next level? What's the next level? I want you to pull the lid off, let the steam out, and rise up, like rise the lid, give it more, lift it up, make it bigger, and think, oh my goodness, I used to play at that level. Now I'm going to play at this level. So what are you doing, saying, thinking that is bringing what you desire into fruition? What are you choosing? What are you saying yes to? What are you saying no to that's helping you get more in alignment with the things that you truly want? And how will you look back on this year and see that greatness has happened? How will you look back and think, this was my best year yet? Because on this day in June, I heard this and I thought, right, this was the turnkey. I'd shifted the cruise ship. I'm the captain of the ship, the person that drives me towards where I want to go. What did you do to shift the big ship into the direction of exactly what you want? Because, being around, inspiring people and inspiring businesses and things like that really does lift your lid. I would be surprised if many of you listening on here would have the same exact goals from the beginning of the year as of today. A lot have been achieved and probably a lot have transformed, and a lot are looking in a way that are bigger now, bigger than what you really wanted, bigger than what you thought was possible at the next level. And I want to help you cut yourself that full permission slip. I want you to cut the chain off your ankle that's holding you back, that anchor, and fully give yourself permission to fly and have radical permission to believe in yourself. Because when you have radical permission to believe in yourself, you are the most powerful person on the planet, because anything you want and decide on, you will get. And that's the cool thing about co-creating. And that's the cool thing about deciding and creating what you have. And just know that everything that you've ever thought of, wanted, desired, ever, it's all been done by someone. So find pictures, images, thoughts, feelings around that and make that vision board, make that vision video, sit and make a vision video of yourself. And I talk about how to do this in my book. Read that section on the vision video and sit down and make a video to yourself after this that you're going to play back to yourself on New Year's Eve. And you're going to literally play this video back, and it's you saying, hey, it's June, and I know we're going to be watching this on New Year's Eve. This is what's happening. This is what's going to happen. This is what life's going to look like. This is what's going to be in my bank account. This is what my friends are going to look like, my family, my team, my organization, my impact, my purpose. This is what it's going to look like. And fully in love with that video. And then in any time that you get stuck between now and the end of the year, I want you to play it daily, play it hourly, play it whenever you want. And it's going to remind you to step into the believing that you need to go and achieve that truest, highest, grandest vision you hold for yourself, and not back down and not settle and not next year it. You cannot next year your greatness, because next year will become decades. It'll become forever and you'll never get it done. I want you to shorten it and pretend that you're cutting the calendar off at the end of this year, and it's your job to get to that goal so you don't next year it. Because guess what? The belief muscle needs to be torn, ripped, shredded, and grown this year so that next year's even better. You don't want to repeat. You want to level up. You want to go to the next level. You want to go to that next chunk. And what I've done recently is recast my entire new vision. So I was in business for 10 years prior to network marketing. And this July, I'll do 10 years in network marketing. And at each 10 years, I have to recast the vision. And recently I've been thinking, wow, why do I feel like not myself? Like, why have I lost my fire a little bit in certain things? And I was like, oh my goodness, it's because a lot of what I always wanted to achieve at 27, and I always talked about it, spoke about it, it was in the vision videos. Now by 37, it's actually done. And that's why it's never a lack of ability. It's never a lack of business or opportunity. It's a lack of vision. And the lack of vision will be the only thing that holds us back and the only thing that gets in our way. And I want you to know that recasting your vision, even for the next 6 months, can give you a full new, fresh flood of inspiration, of excitement, of fire. So you're never stuck, it's vision. You're never incapable, it's vision. You're never in the unknown, it's just vision. And when you recast the vision of what you want things to look like, feel like, be like, and have like, honestly, you'll be like fire and no one will be able to stop you. And then if you really believe that the little things can happen and you see those happen and you grow that believing level and you start to believing the next level, capable for the next thing, then you're going to create the most phenomenal life and it's going to absolutely blow your mind. So let's make a commitment to making the next 5.5 months, the rest of 2022, I want you to make the rest of the year the best of your year and step into your power, step into your believing, step into the worthiness that you deserve this vision, cement the vision, make the vision video, and let's absolutely take our life to the desired, truest, highest, grandest vision that we've always wanted. So thank you, my loves. I will see you very soon and let's chat next week. Mwah. Big loves. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in to House TV Chats with Cass. Please rate, subscribe, and share. And I would love if you left a 5-star review. You can find me on Instagram at CassandraHouse_ or Chats with Cass. Please tag me, tag your friends, and tag anyone this episode could help. I cannot wait to see you next week, where I believe in you and your life and your mission even more so you can achieve what you want. And I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for listening.